Good morning, comic fans. You're with the Comic Pusher at the Comics Club, Tampa and Brandon's favorite comic gaming store. I'm almost out of breath here. We just got a shipment in, and I was just looking at it. I can't open it all up, but this was in there. This is a restock on something we had in before, but it is a Boba Fett. Look at this. It's Boba Fett pop vinyl and extra large t-shirt. I only have extra large at the moment, but if you are an extra large and you need a Boba Fett extra large t-shirt and a pop vinyl toy, here it is. We got it in. It'll be on the shelf today. So back in stock. Love that. Something happened last week, and we had a big problem with Transformers #1. There's always something. Good morning, Steve Fisher. It's always something, every time you turn around, there's some new thing waiting to blindside you that you didn't know what happened. So the hottest book on earth last week was Transformers #1, but we didn't get it in until just now. So we do have from last week's offerings Transformers #1, these 3 covers. I am already out of one of the covers. I am sorry. People pre-ordered this a while back, and it was a kind of a big problem for us. But now I have them in, and everybody can breathe a sigh of relief. We have the Transformers comics #1. And not only that, we have the Transformers box. Look at this graphic box. It's so cool. And you notice like this doesn't match what's happened here. Well, what they've done on this one is, I'll show you this side too. What they've done on this one is they've given us the Transformers, name on the cover, on the lid, and we got a couple of Transformers going at it there. But IDW gives us this awesome Transformers box. I'm trying to maneuver it so I can get the money shot. Is this the money shot? What do you think? I don't know. I think that'll have to do it. So there's that. We're caught back up with Transformers at last. We've got Mr. Happy coming up in a little while. We've got variant covers for you. I'm glad we had that, and of course that Boba Fett T-shirt. I want one of those for me. My computer's trying to talk to me now. Not now. I've got things to do. The wall book of the week. Okay, we're going to jump into that. The wall book of the week is keeping with our horror season. It is horror season after all. And, it looks a little bit more like horror season up north. We have to put up things like this to show fall colors because we don't get them here in Florida. So I imagine Steve up there must be pretty heavily into the fall. You must have some beautiful colors there. The leaves must be falling off the trees there in the Carolinas. But today at the Comics Club, Tales Told in Techno Horror. This is the Black Caravan Ash Can edition. Now, ash cans, it's a funny thing. Early on, the concept of the ash can is something that you give away to the stores so that they can use them as promotional items. And then basically, any leftovers, you just throw them away. You burn them. Ash can editions, you throw them out when you've done, if you haven't left over from your advertising effort. But they became collectibles. And my favorite kind of ash can isn't this full size. It's the, here's another wall book, by the way. It's this size, the actual ash can size. As you can see, this one is much larger. This is full comic book. This is full comic book size, and this is actual ash can size. I actually started collecting ash cans quite a while back. It's kind of a loose collection of them because I just think they're cool, and I like the ones that were actually given to stores in quantity to give out to customers. And they started doing them later on as more of a collectible. The store would get one or a couple. Blue Ridge Parkway is, I haven't been there in so long. I went hiking all through there, Steve. What an incredibly beautiful place on earth. If you guys have never been to the Blue Ridge Parkway there or hiked on the Appalachian Trail there, which is what I did, absolutely some of the most beautiful places in the United States right there along the Appalachian Trail. Anyway, back to comic books. So this week's offerings for trade paperbacks and graphic novels, we have Batman the Three Jokers trade paperback hitting the stands today, as well as this hardcover Star Wars Tales from the Death Star. Tales from the Death Star. This looks pretty cool. A nice, beautiful hardcover edition. I like the hardcovers. Most of my library at home is hardcover copies of things. Paperbacks are fine if you just want a quick read and don't really care about it, but I love having the hardcover edition of things. This is Extreme Venomverse. And this collects Extreme Venomverse 1 through 5. So it's the first collection of it. So we have that. Don't forget, people, to enter your comment down below after the show. Not in the there it is. Not in the chat, but down below. I'll enter you in a monthly drawing for us. So we do the drawing of the first show every month. Spider-Gwen Shadow Clones. This is where she was introduced as all these different kinds of variant versions of herself. I think a lot of these were the Spider-Man villains that she morphed into. That's fun. She's always fun. Horror. Vampiress Carmilla. This is issue number 18 of Vampiress Carmilla. She's like Vampirella. Okay, figure Vampirella, similar kind of character. So, for all of you Carmilla fans out there, there you go. Before we get into the variant covers, though, for you game fans out there, we got this beautiful collected slipcase edition of Planescape Adventures in the Multiverse. That's right. Dungeons and Dragons has had the multiverse for a long time. All these different planes of reality. And this is the Adventures in the Multiverse. And beautiful hardcover. Oh, this way. Collect all of these together into one volume. We have it here for you today. All right. Last week, I apologize. It was pointed out to me by several customers that, hey, what happened to Marvel? You didn't do Marvel last week. I completely missed doing Marvel last week. I am so sorry. Sometimes, things just don't go according to plan. And, unlike big money shows, I don't have anybody pointing out that, hey, you need to do the Marvel. Don't forget the Marvel. Nobody here to do that for me. It's usually people interrupting the show, if nothing else. Justice League versus, they dropped the America part. Justice League, they're just, I guess, all of the Justice League groups, Justice League. This is versus Godzilla versus Kong. This is a 1 in 25. There is a sound version coming out. I guess it comes out next week because I need a little more production time, I imagine. But this is going to have one that has Godzilla roaring, it's actual sound being used in the comic book. I think this is the first time they've ever done that. I'm not certain, to my knowledge, that they've ever done a comic book that they've incorporated sound into it. But next week we'll have Godzilla sound and Kong sound coming out of comic books in our store, assuming they get them to me and everything goes wrong. So, but we have that. That was a 1 in 25. It's a 1 in 25 Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. So don't miss your chance on that one. Oh, that wait, is that was the one this is a 1 in this is a 1 in 50. I've mismarked it here. This is a 1 in 50 Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. 1 in 50. Look at that carnage being wreaked by Godzilla as the heroes race to save everybody they possibly can from the destruction. Batman, Superman, World's Finest, number 20, 1 in 25. It's the lowest interviewing Catwoman there. Pretty cool. Harley Quinn, number 4, 1 in 25. This is the Harley Quinn black, white, and redder. It's a fun cover. Coming out of the Jack in the Box. Daredevil, number 2, a 1 in 25. He's just snapped the arm of this villain who is in obvious agony there on the cover. Sorry, villains. It's gonna be painful if Daredevil gets a hold of you. Incredible Hulk, number 5, 1 in 25. Moon Knight, 28, 1 in 25. Got that old comic book paper look to it. With the dot coloring. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, number 11, 1 in 25. It's a great cover. Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, number 2, 1 in 25. That's awesome. There he is, Darth himself. We call our cash register Darth Register because it's so evil. That's relentless. Star Wars number 39, 1 in 25. Who is that character? I'm not familiar with that one. That droid. Spine-tingling Spider-Man number 1, 1 in 25. Look at that gorgeous cover. Awesome. That is our great friend Parejo. Not actually friends, but we love his artwork. Absolutely him. I think it's him. Love the artwork. Parejo. Amazing. Sirens of the City, number 4, unlockable. That means 1 per store. There you go. Vampirella versus Superpowers, number 5, 1 in 10. I don't think she's in a good mood there, boys. Vampirella versus Superpowers, number 5, 1 in 10. I like that one. Vampirella washing off all the blood. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 144, 1 in 10. Even got, who's the female turtle? What's her name? Anybody tell me? The one with the yellow mask? Who's a turtle fan out there that can tell me? Who is it? Who is it? Gargoyles, Halloween special. 1 shot. Virgin cover, 1 in 15. There's another Virgin cover 1 shot. It's a 1 in 10. Great artwork on there. On both of them. And here's another 1 in 10 Gargoyles 1 shot. Halloween special 1 shot. So has anybody figured out who that turtle is? Who is that female turtle? Come on, you guys know who it is. Don't you know? So who should we jump into first? I think we'll jump into Marvel since they were so unfairly neglected last week. Good morning, Juan Hernandez. Good to see you there. Thank you so much for joining us. And everybody, don't forget to leave your comments down below. Oh, Mr. Happy's complaining because I didn't bring him in earlier. Next week, I think he's going to be showing off his Halloween costume. But this week, he's going to remind us that we must sometimes transform. Just like the Transformers. We must transform, become something different, become something maybe more. Transform is the secret word. If you know the secret word, it gets you 15% off any single item in the store. Limit 1 item per person per day. If you're a Discount Club member, it's 20% off. What a generous discount the Comics Club gives. And don't forget, there are some restrictions that apply. Thank you, Mr. Happy, and we'll see you next time. All right, there you go. Jumping into the sensational She-Hulk, number 1, hitting the stands today. We have 4, 5, well, just a whole bunch of covers to show you. Let me see if I can show them all to you here. Here's She-Hulk breaking through the wall. Is that the 4th wall, or just is that any wall? And here's one all I don't know, expanded chibi out. She's large in that one. And what is this? They're all sitting by someone standing on a runway. Last time I saw that was at a gentleman's club. What's going on here? Is she going to keep that costume on? Is that book for kids? I don't think so. This is Scotty Young. This is for kids. This is funny. That's some great stuff. A 4th wall joke. And something for Halloween. Ooh, scary. And sensational She-Hulk number 1. This is the well, it almost looks like one of those Saturday morning ones, doesn't it? I like it though. It's cool. And look at that. The Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch was heavy this week with different appearances and different things. They'll be coming up. But Moon Knight is up next. Moon Knight's got some scary stuff. Everybody's got some scary stuff this time for Halloween. Not that one. This is the New Champions cover. I like this one. Lee and Hayek. Or is it in Hayek Lee? I'm not 100% certain. These names, I'm not good at that. I'm not good at that game. Last Days of Moon Knight, could it be? Well, look at this one. Great Halloween cover. Oh, zombied out. The Invincible Iron Man is hitting issue number 11 this week. Got some interesting covers here. There's this one. Who is that young ironclad man? Iron Man, I love a classic pose. Such a poser. Look at that. That's a great one. Team led by Cap. Incredible Hulk is up to issue number 5. We have some interesting covers, some at least one very silly cover. Incredible Hulk. Who's that dude? That is not the Incredible Hulk on the cover of the Incredible Hulk number 5. Hulk is so big he can barely be contained on the cover. He's busting out. Fighting a giant monster. Ooh. And the new champions one. Here you go, the red-haired, or is it the blonde-haired Hulk? I will not Hulk out in class. I will not Hulk out in class. He's happened to write 100 times, I guess. So, Star Wars. This is Star Wars number 39. Got the droid action figure cover there. Look, it must be, so this must be, it says Rada the Hutt. Maybe this is Boba Fett's child. I don't know. Rada the Hutt. Not Jabba. Not Jabba. Oh, they're in trouble. Lobot and Lando. And the Rancor. Evil creature. Deadpool, Bad Blood. Batter Blood. This is a new champions issue number 5. It's that Deadpool boy. He's going, my boy. Deadpool boy on the cover there, looks like. I wonder if he's in the story. Deadpool boy. Is that kind of like Spider Boy? Deadpool boy. What's all that all about? Deadpool boy. Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, issue number 2, gives us a helmetless Boba Fett there. Is that what we're looking at? Does that looks like the Boba Fett character from the show? We got that one. And this one. Daredevil, issue number 2. Didn't we have Daredevil earlier? What was that Daredevil we looked at a little while ago? I thought I had a Daredevil up here. Didn't we have a Daredevil, guys? Am I dreaming it? Oh, it was the variant cover. That's what it was. He was breaking that guy's arm. Crypt of Shadows, issue number 1. Got an appearance of Scarlet Witch in that one. We're getting new characters, too. Crypt of Shadows. I'm loving it. What a couple of great covers there. Avengers Incorporated, number 2. Multiple covers. Avengers Incorporated, number 2. Got a line of action figures there. Good stuff. This is a second printing of Silver Surfer Rebirth Legacy, number 1. It is a Virgin cover showing Thanos snapping his fingers with a cosmic background using negative space art style. Pretty cool. This one, I think, is one of my favorites. I haven't seen one better than this in a long time. Certainly my favorite Thanos at this point. I like it. Children of the Vault, issue number 3. Hitting the stands today. And I mentioned Scarlet Witch. This is Scarlet Witch number 9. It's got some interesting covers. Scarlet Witch number 9. New Champions cover. Pretty cool. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, is up to issue number 11 of his latest series. Another New Champions cover. What is coming out of their head? Blade on the cover. And this scary Halloween cover. Ah, pretty fun. Speaking of scary Halloween stories, spine-tingling Spider-Man #1 hitting the stands today. It's spine-tingling. It says the scariest Marvel book ever. It says it right there. You gotta believe it true. The scariest ever. Can you believe it? We'll have to read it to find out. Second printing of Wolverine #36. The first printing of this is going for in the like $12, $15 range on eBay. Astonishing Iceman. This is issue number 3. Ghost Rider #19 is what we'll sum it up with on the offerings from Marvel today, this week. And we'll move this over and jump into our next stack, which I think we're going to do the indies next. We'll jump into the indie comics next. We got a lot to go through here. And what do we got? It's only 20 after. We got some time to get through these. Big Game, issue number 4 of a 5-part series. Big Game. That's coming to you from Image Comics, by the way, who goes through multiple distributors now for their books, just like many people do. Scout Comics goes through Lunar. Maybe Scout will go through one of the other companies, too. I think he goes through Diamond as well. The more distributors, the better, people. Better chance of getting these comics out to you, especially the independent ones. Kill Your Darlings, issue number 2. We're getting several comics that are doing homages to The Walking Dead this week. As you see, that is a Walking Dead homage cover. Done in the style of the Walking Dead covers and logo. Click, click, boom. And that is, what are we up to here with this one? Issue number 5 of Click, Click, Boom. Local Man. I think every cover may be a homage in this one. Here's a pick of the week, Walking Dead, number 1. Look at that. And this homage to Bloodshot. This the original one, the Bloodshot one, actually had a heat-sensitive ink on there, so you can make the blood come out by rubbing it. Or was it the cold? I think it was cold sensitive. So you put it in anything cold in the fridge or something, the blood would come out. You would see the blood stain cover. Not warm, but cold. Any of you own that comic? Hey, Two Gun? Good to see you. Anybody own that Bloodshot comic I was talking about? Is it Bloodshot, I believe? Is it Blood something or other from Image Comics from way back? It's a homage to that. There's a flip book, too, just like they used to do. Great fun. Saga, issue 66, second printing. And it is just blank on the back. What is this? This is Rogue Sun. Rogue Sun, the latest issue is 16, I guess. Virgin cover. Hack and Slash, Back to School. Zoe Thorogood's Hack and Slash. And Walking Dead Deluxe, where we are getting The Walking Dead represented in color. In vision-pleasing color on the inside. That's right, got color. Color comics. This is what the original cover looked like. of that issue number 74. Man from Maybe. Just getting some buzz. It's a different kind of comic. A couple different covers for you. Big atomic explosions going on back here. Star Trek has really gotten popular again. This is Star Trek Halloween, the holodeck, the Halloween, the holodeck. I own several copies of the Bloodstained Bloodshot comic. Awesome. That is a great one. Just because of the gimmicky things. I love the gimmicky things, you know. Make things appear, a sound. That's going to be cool to see and hear the Godzilla one, the sound, Godzilla and King Kong. This is number 3 of the Madness of a 6-part series. You can see, forget about Sarah. Here's the Madness. That's one cover for the Madness. The Madness. I brought this one up because this is actually a restock of us Ranger Stranger Summer Special. This is probably perhaps Ranger Stranger comic book, which I think just got optioned for a show of some sort. I got to see the show when it comes out because this is one of the most twisted comic books you could ever read. It is never let this come anywhere near a child or anyone who's easily offended because it's just full of sick, twisted stuff. It's some twisted humor there. Headless Horseman must be Halloween. That's all I can figure. What is that? The Headless Horseman with Medusa's head and a what is that dead kind of bat creature there? I'm not certain. A horse with wings. The dead Pegasus. Headless Horseman from Magnolia's art. Look at that awesome art by Mike Magnolia. And this, ooh, I like it. Very scary. Very scary stuff for Halloween. I like it. Are you a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan? Do you like Bebop and Rocksteady, those two villains? Well, this is the best of their stuff right here. The best of Bebop and Rocksteady. Cyberpunk 2077, number 1 of a 4-part series. And you know, you can't be happy with one cover. We're not satisfied with 2 covers. 3 covers just don't cut it. But 4 covers, there it is. Some great covers there, people. Especially this one, this very violent cover there we have going. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 144, hitting the stands this week. You saw the variant earlier. Well, here's the regular ones. Don't miss your chance. Like he's leaving town with what's that riding with him? A mouse or something? Looks like a mouse. Good Deeds number 5. This cover. Ooh, what's going on there? Is that an alligator? Maybe. Good Deeds. This cover. I like that one. And that one. Very dark covers. These Good Deeds. And that cover as well. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. I read this one. I just had to see what this was all about. It looked like a teddy bear dragging a bloody bag and a shovel out in the woods. And if you think that's probably not what's inside, yeah, it is. This is not a fun comic. This is murderous and horrible and twisted, and it is a horror story involving anamorphic characters. And it's not for children. Do not let those comics get in the hands of kids. Here's another cover of that. In the Woods Where Nobody Sees. The Alternates. Look at that. The Alternates, issue number 2. When you can't get the real McCoys, choose an alternate. Al Capone, vampire hunter? Is he Al Capone vampire? He's a vampire. This is issue number 1, where Al Capone is a vampire. Well, why not? You know, vampires that are also mob lords and gangsters Concrete Jungle. This is Bad Omens Concrete Jungle issue number 2. Berserker. Are you a Berserker fan? This is the pen and ink version of Berserker number 1. And they're going to be doing all of them in pen and ink versions. Sounds like should be fun. Draculina Blood Simple issue number 6. Michael Lensner, what a great cover. Michael Lensner, what a great artist. Vampirella versus Superpowers, issue number 5. There's this cover. I like how her glass is being filled up there. And this cover as well. I like that one. Wild's End has reached issue number 5. You've been following that one. Dune House Harkonnen, issue number 10. This is Sirens of the City, issue number 4. A couple covers for you. Archie Comics always likes to put out stuff at Halloween, horror comics at Halloween. This is Fear the Funhouse, Toy Box of Terror, number 1. How strange is that? So there we have the indies for the week. And now Marvel. We did Marvel, now DC. These are the DC books hitting the stands at the store today. Superman number 7 has a plethora of covers. That's all the only way I can describe it, a plethora. Superman. Of course, number 7 equates to the legacy number of 850, which is why they did all these insane number of covers. There's some nice covers. I'm not saying they're not nice. That's pretty cool. I love this one. That's just awesome. That was me when I was a little boy right there. I wanted to be Superman. What a great Superman cover that is. Wow. Finch. Just love Finch. Always have. Been a fan of Finch's since way back. I think the 1980s. At least. Maybe 90s. But anyway, whichever. I loved him from the start. DNA, of course. Great cover. So there's your Superman number 7. Also issue number 850 if you're counting. This is the Jim Lee Superman number 7 homage. The Superman foil one. This is the Jim Lee cover of Superman. This is a homage to, what issue number was this? Do you remember? I forget. But anyway, this is the foil Jim Lee Icons series Superman variant. Nice and shiny copy for you. Harley Quinn is doing something called Black, White, and Redder. You saw the variant earlier. These are the regulars and variant. Still a whole story on the cover there. Hasta la vista, baby. Hawk Girl, issue number 4 of a 6-part series. Hitting the stands today from DC Comics. Green Lantern War Journal. Green Lantern War Journal. Geez, we got some great covers. Look at that alien cover. Alien coming through. John Stewart. That's a great cover. City Boy. This is City Boy, issue number 5. I think he's having a problem with Swamp Thing at the moment. City Boy and Swamp Thing. Interesting covers. Cyborg, issue number 4. the Titans have become the big superhero group now for DC. Not saying that the Justice League isn't there. It is. It's just the Titans seem to have become the thing for DC powerhouse teams. This is a great lineup of covers for Titans. Got Cyborg wearing his street clothes. All of them playing Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, is that Waller in the background? She's so evil. Yes, shiny covers are always nice. Look at this Halloween cover. And they've been doing a whole series of these. They're so cool. It's the heroes as children. Looks like they're all watching a scary TV show or movie or something. Those are great covers. They've done a lot of different ones, and the distributors have all sold out of them. So I imagine these are going to be sought after and move up in value. Fables. This might be our final Fables. The creator of Fables, Buckingham, has had a problem with DC and conflict with them, and I don't know if we're going to get any more Fables or not, which is a shame because this is great stuff. If you're listening, DC, pay the man his due. He created this. I don't care about all your legal baloney. Come on, give these creators their due. They're making you a fortune, and you aren't giving them fair cuts still after all this. Even after all the creators of Superman went through and their family with you guys. Come on, get real, get with it. Be fair, do the right thing. Catwoman issue number 58. Reflecting her bow there, Batman. World's Finest. This is World's Finest issue number 20. And they got a great gimmick at the end for this one. The Return of Kingdom Come. This should be great. It's a crossover with the Kingdom Come world. And that Kingdom Come Superman. I'm loving it. Great covers. I like that. Look at that. What a great cover, eh? I'm not biased or anything. Superman, it's a great character. Magog, however, was an evil character. Look at that shiny one there for World's Finest. All shiny full. You got Magog's helmet, the horns. Godzilla versus King Kong. I'll just tell you, I've almost gone blank on what to think about that crossover. Here's a blank cover for you if you want to draw your own King Kong versus Godzilla versus Justice League. And we got the shiny gimmicky one for all those who need a shiny gimmicky one. I do. I know I do. That's awesome. Looks like the team's showing up. I got to move faster. So then we have these covers. This is the Almost Virgin cover that they do. Got a lot of art on it. Look at that. Batman in a giant Godzilla battle suit. I guess he's battling Godzilla in that giant robot or something. Look at that. What a great cover. Some great covers there. But we got more to show you. Flash. This is Jay Garrick Flash, the original Flash. And this is number 1. Jay Garrick Flash. And the shiny foil version. Front and back. All shiny for you. Love them gimmicks. Nightwing is coming up. What are we going to finish up with here? A couple of the indies escaped into another stack, so that was my bad. But we'll end up DC with Nightwing. Some great covers there. Oh, that's an awesome one. And then this one, great Trick or Treat Halloween one. And the indies that got mixed up here, sorry about that. We have the Sacrificers number 3 hitting the stands today. And Dwellings from Oni Press, issue number 2, with 3 different covers for you. That one, and that one. It's like the Harvey comics with Casper the Friendly Ghost and stuff, but obviously not for children there with his razor blade slicing up the ghost. All right. Thank you so much, people, for joining us. We appreciate it. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Give us a like and hit that notification bell so you don't miss an episode. And remember, read. It brings out the hero in you.